So the president now says na ABS-CBN, you're not coming back. Kahit magbigay pa ng prangkisa ang Kongreso, hindi kayo bibigyan ng permit to operate or permit to broadcast, which is actually the Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity. Can the president do this? Hell yeah, he can. Bakit? Kasi matagal na naming sinasabi ito. Even if a franchise is granted, you still need a CPCN, which is the go-ahead. You can proceed. Now, the NTC used to be able to even issue a CPCN pagka-pending o padating na yung prangkisa. Pwedeng mauna yan. But it was not possible in the ABS-CBN case. Kaya nga, di ba dati, humingi pa ng abiso ang NTC kay Secretary of Justice at sinabi ni Sec DOJ, no, alam niyo na yan, don't pass it on to us if you're gonna, you have to abide by the law and exercise your own discretion on that. So, remember, kaya pumunta ang ABS-CBN sa Supreme Court kasi dininay ng NTC yung kanilang CPCN or yung permit nila to broadcast habang pending yung kanilang prangkisa at the time. And there were even attempts na bigyan sila ng parang temporary franchise. So, that is no longer possible and that is already out of the question. What the president did was sinara niya yung last avenue na pwedeng dumiskarte pa ang ABS-CBN. Ngayon, maraming nagsasabi, nakakapag-block time naman sila sa iba. Well, I think eventually, the president or even Congress can get to that. Remember, yung sinasabi natin na you cannot do indirectly what you are not allowed to do directly. So, kung magbo-block time sila sa ibang channels, pero it's the whole time. It's as though they're trying to get around their lack of a franchise. So, tignan natin if Congress will let this slide or will the President let this slide. But, gayon pa man, kahit hindi pa natin sagutin yan or kahit i-allow na, sige, mag-block time kayo, sige, mag-cable kayo, whatever, they're never going to make the same kind of money that they were making when they were broadcasting, not just on their own channel, but, di ba, 2 channels. Kasi yung Amkara, di ba, ginagamit din nila. So, it was as though they had 2 channels and a multitude of radio stations. Now, they don't have either. Remember, meron pa ba silang radyo? Wala tayong naririnig na nagbo-block time sila sa ibang mga stasyon, di ba? They've had to give up their radio stations too. So, their ability to, how do you say this, influence or make their mark on the next elections is really what they were trying to go for here. And clearly, that's already blocked. So, yun. And the timing of the president is impeccable. I'd like to point this out. ABS-CBN cannot flex its muscles, or as the president says, the Lopez Group cannot flex its muscles in time for the 2022 elections, except through their block times, which are primarily their money makers. And their money makers are entertainment shows. They're not their news programs or their pseudo-news programs or their commentary or their talk shows, di ba? Or maybe if there are, konti lang yon. Their main money makers yan yon. But their political influence was in the talk, commentary, and news. And they're not yet, they're all online right now, competing with the rest of us. Diba? So, yeah, kudos. The game isn't over because we think that, well, of course, ABS will still try to make a comeback in the next administration. But that will depend largely on who is in the next administration. Abangan. But, to say that the president is a master chess player in the political game, yeah, it's true. Maraming salamat. This is Luminous. Don't forget to click subscribe.